Nintendo Switch. We have some carnage here, so let me switch you over to microscope so you can take a look with me. This is a direct customer. It is not as bad as it could have been, but they definitely yanked that port right off the board. Looks like they pulled one pad, so one jumper or one lug. See if it will power up on my battery dongle. If it does, then we can proceed. If not, then we're going to need to do some more investigation. Alright, as you can see, it is powered up on my battery dongle. It is pulling 0.74 from the battery. Okay, seems to be working fine. Anyway, we're going to disassemble. We got to fix that pad on the board. So there are definitely pull pins there. Pins still on the board from the connector. So hopefully when we start pulling those, it doesn't pull pads with it. It shouldn't, but you never know. And then we got to clean out everything and clean everything, and then run a jumper, and at least one jumper, and then put a new port on, and then it should be good to go. We'll be back. Okay, we have the board out of the housing, and we're preparing to do some cleanup. We saw the board boot up, so I'm not really worried about doing any additional testing. So we need to do cleanup first. In order to do that, we're going to have to get our equipment on. And before we turn on our equipment, I will throw you over to expected temperatures for this job. Alright, switching back over to the microscope. Alright, so I'm probably going to low melt these anchors a bit more. We have a little bit of pad rippage on that joint. And we definitely have some anchor carnage left in here. Not wanting to come out. Check out this one first. Alright, I think we got them that time. Go ahead and grab these pins as well. Good. Gently, it's been through enough trauma. Let's go and get this jumper situation dealt with. You can kind of see a V there. Okay, so unfortunately it doesn't go anywhere on this side, so we're going to have to somehow make do with that little nub. Alright, we did get some solder on there, finally. Okay, so we were able to solder it on there. I left some runway on the other side so that we can conformal coat. Did not catch it on camera, my apologies. Okay, our jumper survived cleaning. That is usually a pretty good sign. Not the end all be all, but now we need to lay down some solder mask. Alright, so I'm going to bring over my UV curing lamp. I'm going to let this cure. I'm going to step away for a bit and we'll be back. Okay, we should be well cured at this point. Let's scrape a little away here so we have plenty of solder space, or plenty of wire to solder to. And we're going to tin it, so we're kind of scraping off the enamel as well. Looks good to me. Did not move, did not get sucked up. That is good news. The reason why you want that to not suck up when you're tinning is because you're going to be, the way I solder the ports on is I pre-tin the ports, and if your iron will suck up that jumper, so will the port, and that will be no good. Alright, press that down real good. And make sure we're getting those hidden pads. Hold it down while it dries. Let's see if we got... Actually doesn't feel that great. So we're going to do one more flow. Okay, let's see if we're getting any expected behavior. Okay, that looks relatively normal. And that looks relatively normal. So good, we're getting connection on both sides, it looks like. We will put the board back in the housing enough to do some testing. Go from there. As usual, it's not just the charging we have to worry about on both sides, it is the docking. So yes, we'll do the charging test and all that with the known charged battery and see what's going on and make sure the Joy-Cons or stuff like that are charging. But yep, docking is going to be the main issue. Okay, we're ready to test with a charged battery. We'll use the PSU, looking on the left hand side, watching the current, full battery symbol. Okay, back up and running. We are fast charging at 1.2, 1.3 amp. Let's flip it over. And fast charging on both sides. That is a good start. Now we're going to reassemble enough to do to let it charge on its own battery and then test. I need to reassemble it for the most part everything but the back shield so that I can test the dock. Anyway, we'll do that and we'll come back when we're ready to perform the rest of the test. Okay, we're back up and running on their battery. And I just want to check with my Joy-Cons and make sure it is charging. As you can see on screen, it is fast charging. And we're recognizing. I'm going to pull one and make sure it is recognizing Bluetooth. It is. Make sure we're picking up our networks. And we are. Alright, one more thing is check and make sure we're picking up a game. There's not a game included. So we'll use ours, and it did. Excellent. That's all I need to know. So next thing I'll do is set up for dock, and we'll test that real quick. Be right back. Okay, and as you can see, we are not docking. It's kind of something I feared. So we will have to come back and deal with that. May have to refill the port. I'll check the jumper and all that, but I don't think the jumper is causing the problem. I think it's the back row. Okay, we're back. I am going to go through this and see if I can figure out what signals are missing, if any. Maybe we could have a bad pi as far as I know, but alright, we're just going to do side A. We're looking for TX2 plus. Okay. Okay, we got TX2 minus. Now we want to check S bus 2. Okay, S bus 2 is there. And we want to check RX1 minus and RX1 plus. I'm not overly concerned. Oh, there it is. Okay. RX1 plus. RX1 plus. Okay, let's check our RX2 plus. I am not finding our RX2 plus. Okay. RX2 minus. And no RX2 minus either. Okay, that's probably what we're missing. SB1 probably there. Yep. TX1 minus and TX. Alright, we got TX1 minus and TX1 plus. Okay. Alright, so we're missing RX2. Yeah, those are on the front row. How are we missing those? Everything looks soldered good. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, now we're getting it. So that's everything. We should be we should have everything. Okay, it's starting to make me lean towards Pi 3 USB. So everything seems to be present on the connector. So is this a Pi 3 USB issue? Filters again. And so maybe it's still an issue. It could be these freaking diode arrays too. Diode arrays have been known to cause issues. I think we'll go after the diode arrays first, and if it doesn't dock after that, then we'll go after the Pi. Alright, one off, flip around. Oh no, the port definitely got dorked. Need all anchor points to wet. How the heck did it manage to reflow my port? All anchor points with leaded solder. Kidding me? Get that. Make sure I can get in that hidden area real good. Alright, this time I'm going to low melt the heck out of this stupid diode array. Yeah, get the heck off. I think that's how we'll do it in the future. So I'm probably going to have to go through these again with the tester, with the breakout board. Alright, everything is present. So, according to as far as the port goes, we should be getting docking. If we're still not, we'll have to try a Pi 3 USB. But here's hoping we dock this time. I'm kind of hoping it was the diode arrays, but we'll see. I may not. I'm probably not going to get that lucky, but we'll find out. Okay, as you can see, we're still not docking, so I'm going to go after the Pi 3 USB now. Alright, so let's see if we can get this off the board without screwing up the port again. Put the new one on. We'll put it back together and we'll test ducking again and see how we do. Alright, and as you can see, yes, finally we have dock. Dock is by far the least favorite troubleshooting thing I have to deal with. I need to get one of those cables like Jason and Phil have that you can just plug it in and not have to put it all the way back together to see if it's docking. At the moment I have to put it all the way back together to see if it's docking and disassemble it every time to troubleshoot docking. Anyway, we are docking. Excellent. Okay, in summary, we had a Nintendo Switch with a knocked off port. It looks like it was actually just sheared off. They didn't try to remove it. Had one pull pad on it, so we had to replace that pad and replace the port. We put it back together and we figured out there was no docking, so we tried the easy stuff first. We tried to pull the diode arrays, but that didn't seem to be what the problem was. So we had to go back within pulling the diode arrays, we screwed up the port again, so we had to put the port back on. And then we had to go, like I said, that didn't solve docking, so we had to go back and pull the Pi 3 USB. That appeared to be the problem. It is docking now, everything is working, it's charging on both sides, fast charging and all that stuff, so good to go. And that's really it for this repair. If you have any questions about the equipment I use in this video, take a look in the description below. They're all Amazon linked down there, so if you click on any of those links and buy anything during that session, it will go, a portion of that will go to supporting the channel. There are also some other support links down there if you prefer those. If you like the video, do me a favor and hit the like button, and if you want to see more videos like it, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and you'll know when I post videos, which is usually about twice a week. That's really all I have to ask of you. Appreciate you watching, appreciate the channel support, and we'll see you next time.